The former Jasper Country Club property continues to be a subject of discussion. More from last night's public meeting. Plus, Northeast DuBois Superintendent Bill Hoaksong joins me to talk about the district's comprehensive plan. And Jason Tower and Ashley Niehaus are our guests this evening on Inform. All of that and much more is up next here on 18 WJTS News. Hello, I'm Bradford Raths. In your news, ideas for the former Jasper Country Club property are now starting to take shape. Members of the public gathered last night to express their ideas for uses of the 60 acres of the former country club. Back in April, the city purchased the land from club management of DuBois County for just over $1 million using money from the city's rainy day fund. That money will be repaid by selling several underutilized city properties. Over the last few months, city officials, along with a 19-member advisory team assembled by the city, have taken suggestions for the property leading up to last night's public input session at Clubhouse 61, the new name for the former clubhouse at the country club. During the meeting, Barry Alberts of Louisville-based City Visions and David Gamble of Boston-based Gamble Associates presented information that they have collected through interviews, focus group discussions, and their personal walkthrough of the area. Gamble and Alberts noted several potential uses for the area, and these include nature trails, as well as community arts and environmental programs, the expansion of lakes for fishing, lakeside paths, seating areas, and small picnic areas. During the meeting, the public was asked for their ideas on how the land should be used. Those on hand used clickers to vote for various questions. Jasper Mayor Terry Seitz says he observed mixed feelings from the roughly 60 people on hand, noting there were many thoughts, concerns, and ideas expressed by the public.
Well, I think there was some understanding that the thought of a water feature would be, or our main attraction would be nice. Again, how it would be done, could you combine a couple of lakes? That was an interesting concept. I thought that the understanding was that you could dump a lot of things into the southwest quadrant of things, but do we want to? There was discussion about what the school's intents may be, and from city council members to school board members, they were very well represented tonight, and I'm very grateful for that because our community has a lot of things going on.
Many on hand brought up issues such as property maintenance. Seitz says all in all that he loves the potential future for the property.
This, over a course of time, the beauty about this is it doesn't have to be done tomorrow. It doesn't have to be funded. We don't have to do things. And the other beauty that wasn't mentioned tonight, but it's been my dream, is that this property, this area, is a home to park gifts from benefactors to the community of Jasper. We don't know. We have been so blessed by citizens who have done things, who have gifted things, who have done things in honor of loved ones. I think this potentially has a great return for that, and who's to know how that could come to build out, to preserve. I can't wait to find out.
Seitz says the next stage for those involved is to assemble and consider all information gathered last night before taking any next steps. Coming up, the city will host what has been tabbed as the Imagine the Possibilities tour. It's a public tour of the property that will take place from 5 till 7 p.m. on Wednesday, October the 16th. Folks can enter the area from the 15th Street gates and park on the course. In the event of rain, the tour will be rescheduled for the following Wednesday, October the 23rd. A regional company is preparing to relocate to Jasper from another location in DuBois County. Earlier today, Farm Credit Mid-America, whose DuBois County office is currently based in Huntingburg, held a groundbreaking ceremony for its new office in Jasper. The office is set to be located near US 231 and County Road 100 South, right next to Buffalo Wings and Rings. Summer Goldman with Farm Credit Mid-America says the growth of the business has necessitated the move.
To be frank, our business has grown so much and our staff has grown so much that we've completely grown out of the building that we were in. And so we just started to look around for an ideal location. We didn't want to deviate too far from where we are right now. And this lot has been available. I've been very pleased with what Stens has done across the road. And it just makes sense for us to have a location that's visible and centrally located for our membership.
Goldman says the new Jasper office, which will be about 4 times bigger than its current Huntingburg office, will allow for the company to continue its growth over the long term.
Our mission as Farm Credit is to serve agriculture in the rural community. By having a location that has this size and that it will allow for that much growth will allow us to continue to do that into the future.
The new location will be just over 5,100 square feet and will have space for up to 12 employees. The Huntingburg location currently employs 8 people. Farm Credit Mid-America, which is a financial services co-op for farmers, serves nearly 97,000 farmers, agribusinesses, and rural residents across Indiana, Ohio, Kentucky, and Tennessee. For more information, you can call 1-800-444-FARM or you can visit e-farmcredit.com. And finally this evening, the Indiana Department of Labor has issued a safety order against a Newburgh company which had a truck involved in a fatal crash in Perry County back in the spring. SC SAP Incorporated was issued the safety order earlier this month following an investigation into an accident which killed a Pike County woman back on April 8th. According to the accident report, 54-year-old Deborah Harris of Velpen was the passenger aboard a FedEx truck registered to SC SAP that had just made a delivery stop. Following the stop, Harris was standing near an open door in the right front of the truck as it traveled westbound on Leopold Road in Perry County. According to Indiana State Police, Harris was not restrained by a seatbelt and fell out of the truck as it went around a curve. She landed in a roadside ditch and was later pronounced dead. The driver of the truck was wearing a seatbelt, according to police. Following Harris's death, the Indiana Department of Labor's inspection found that SC SAP delivery employees were not adequately trained on safety hazards and routinely left passenger and driver's side doors opening while traveling, thus leading to the company receiving the safety order. The order requires SC SAP to assure that passenger side doors on its delivery trucks are closed and/or making the assurance that passengers in delivery vehicles are wearing a seatbelt and are seated while the delivery vehicle is moving. The company will also pay a $1,500 fine under the proposed order. Indiana Department of Labor spokeswoman Sheetris Mosley says SC SAP has not formally replied to the safety order, though it has until Monday to do so. SC SAP Incorporated owner Sean Sapp says the company does not plan to contest the order, saying that the Department of Labor just wants his company to provide more safety training. Companies that face safety orders can choose to fix the safety violations and pay the financial penalty as assessed. They could also request an informal conference, or they could contest the findings of the safety order altogether. Coming up after the break, Northeast DuBois Superintendent Bill Hoaksong talks more about the district's comprehensive plan, plus your local forecast, sports with Kurt Guxell, and Inform featuring Jason Tower and Ashley Niehaus. That's all up next here on 18 WJTS News. Local people watching local people.